morning, Raising Wellness community. Welcome to this kind of vlog style video that I wanted to do for you guys today, all about intuitive eating, what I eat in a day. Sorry, that's Nemo. So I hope that you enjoy it, and we'll stay tuned for the whole video all the way to the end. I have some delicious recipes that I want to share with you guys. So let's get started on breakfast. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what I perceive in my head to be intuitive eating, and it's a twofold mixture in my head, which is combining knowledge, first and foremost, knowledge, personal research, and long-term personal experimentation. So really just getting in the kitchen, seeing how things react to your body, maybe doing a elimination diet. So like if you think you might be allergic to eggs or gluten or nuts or lentils. Lentils for me sometimes upset my stomach, and I didn't realize that until I took them out of my diet and then brought them back in normal recipes that I use, like chilies and things like that. So it's really about personal experimentation, research, gaining that knowledge for yourself. So if you're here on YouTube, really diving into what I eat in a day, or maybe some nutritionists, dietitians that are out there, looking up and doing your own personal research based on plant-based diets, if that's what you're into. And then the second part of this is practicing mindfulness with your food and practicing mindfulness with yourself. So before you make a meal, before I make a meal personally, I'll sit there with myself and see what kinds of recipes make my mouth salivate, what kind of recipes bring in a feeling of well-being and a feeling of happiness or joy. And those are the things that I'm gonna more easily lean towards for today. So the past couple of days, I very badly sprained my ankle a couple of days ago, so I've just been sitting on the couch with my feet elevated, and I haven't been drinking a lot of water and taking care of my body in that way. So when I was thinking of what I wanted to eat for breakfast, tuned into my body, became mindful of what was going on in my system, and noticed that I really wanted things that were hydrating, things that were juicy. I was kind of leaning between watermelon and also this greens smoothie, and I went for the green smoothie because the greens and the mango and the banana, just it really felt good when I imagined and visualized it going into my body. So that's kind of how I use intuitive eating. I have been practicing it for a while now. It's been a couple of years, but it's been a lot of experimentation. It's been a lot of jumping back and forth, not trusting myself, jumping into diets that were like more high in protein, things of that nature, a lot of tempeh and tofu. And now that we've been in this state of quarantine, I've come back into trusting myself, allowing myself to just be here and fill my body with what feels good, and like it will support me based on those two things that I shared with you, which is the knowledge, research, and personal experimentation as one, and then the mindfulness and presence with your body. And another thing I want to talk to you guys about is if I do more of these what I eat in a days, if you like them, give us a thumbs up or comment down below. But you'll probably see me using more of this company, Health Force Nutritions. I've been using them since college. I'm doing like an awkward split to get in this film. I've been using them since college. I did a lot of research on them to try to find a company that best suited my thoughts on what food should be and how food should be for the customer and also for the environment. And I've moved through many different companies, but it wasn't until this past year that I realized I was holding them all to the standard of Health Force. So I was like, why am I just not doing Health Force? So you'll see me using this stuff. I use this vitamin C. It's just made from Arceola cherries, which is a very potent source of vitamin C, and it's also really helpful for cold and flus right now, really improving your immune system, but helping with your ligaments and joints. So I'm taking this again every day for my sprain, which is so bad. It hurts so bad. And then this one I've been using a lot of. This is, let me see if I can zoom in here, the greener grasses, and this one just has like whole barley grass, whole leaf wheatgrass, alfalfa, oat grass, dandelion, and it's all organic. And what I really like about them is that it's all grown in the USA, so there's a lot of places, there we go. There's a lot of companies out there that just grab products, superfoods from all around the world, and they don't really look at the logistics of how it's grown and how it gets to them. So I really recommend that you do your research. Health Force is something, like I said, I've been using for a really long time, and I've done a lot of research with them, and I love the company. It's very family owned, and they do everything in glass, and just really the whole product is a very mindful product. And you'll see I have all these little minis, which the greener grasses came with. I don't know if you guys can see. So this is like their little green trial pack. I have it in my sub store, which is always linked down below all of my videos. And that's just my affiliate store, and I put things in there that I use. So this is a really good like introduction into their greens, is this little packet, and it comes with the greener grasses as well. So I really like this, so you can try everything else. The Vitamineral Green is like their base. You buy it. Okay, so my camera died. You can buy this by itself, or I usually recommend, and what I've recommended for clients and customers in the past when I was working at the juice shop for about 7 years, was they're buying this along with their earth. So these are like two things together that really get you all the vitamins, minerals from greens, minerals from like those deeper root vegetables for your system to support you all the way through. For the greens, which I think of as like the upper, lighter, floatier, upper chakras is how I explain it, and then the earth, which is like more of those grounding things, root vegetables, chia, things that are great for the adrenals. So usually you would buy those two things together. I don't know if I think they have them in small sizes, so you could like try it out, but I will look into that for you guys. So yeah, you'll probably see me using them a lot more because I love their company and I use their protein powder too. So I'm gonna go record another video for you guys, how to build a meditation sanctuary for yourself, and after I make that video, we'll come here for lunch. Alright, so it's time for lunch. I am feeling something colorful, feeling something higher protein. I have some kale here. I have some, oh my gosh, it's heavy and slippery. I have some purple cabbage, a little bit of avocado, and some homemade hummus that I've made, and it's just like, I soaked some chickpeas, and it has lemon in there, a little bit of tahini, and garlic powder, pepper, salt, and this Trader Joe's stuff here, this guy. Yeah, that one has a lot of that and a little bit of nutritional yeast in there. So I just kind of threw everything in it and called it a day, and it's pretty good. So I have some water boiling here. I'm gonna make this kind of a warm salad, and I have my tofu here. So let's get to cook it. So you guys just saw me make this delicious salad, and I'm sitting outside in my new kind of shared space meditation sanctuary that I created in that video I was telling you about. And I wanted to talk to you guys just a smidge more about intuitive eating. Another practice that you can bring into play to help with your intuitive eating is to sit with your food. Be mindfully present of the eating experience, the food creating experience. In quarantine right now, we have more of that time to focus in and tune into what we want to eat, tune into how we created, and when we're eating it. I know I talked about that in my 5 daily mindfulness practices. I talked about intuitive eating and being present with the creation and the eating of your food. So I would recommend getting away from the phone, getting away from watching Netflix when you're eating, maybe getting outside if you can, and just sitting and being present with your delicious lunch or breakfast or snack or whatever it is. And I want to put this out there that doesn't mean that I practice mindfully eating every single meal. Sometimes it's for half a meal. Sometimes I find space to do it for all my meals that day, and sometimes it doesn't happen at all and I have forgotten to be present with my food. We're human. It's a practice, and even just doing it for half a meal each day is so powerful. So I recommend you try it out, see how it goes. Maybe the flavors are more bright. Maybe you notice that feeling of satiety more quickly than you usually do. And maybe you realize how quickly you're eating, how fast you're consuming the food without tasting it, or really having gratitude for the food and how it got to your plate. So practice it a little bit, see how it goes, and I will see you guys for dinner. I had to come into my office slash meditation area to show you guys my dinner because the lighting's really bad in the kitchen at night. But here it is. So it's dinner time now and we are going to make a pineapple fried rice. So I have all of our ingredients here. We have pineapple, mushrooms, we're going to use this teriyaki sauce and some soy sauce as well, an onion, some lime, garlic, red pepper flakes, a little bit of sesame seeds, and white rice because Brian doesn't like brown rice. And there's some kale on the bottom there to fill up the bowl. There's teriyaki sauce on the top and sesame seeds and some lime. Ooh.